I wanted to kick off this episode powerfully. So I let my listeners know how we know each other. So in our case, we go back to Canadian Idol. You ended up winning the whole thing. And I was able to reach out to some of the other finalists that year. So I have some kind words from three different top 14 finalists. So just to give you a trip down memory lane for a
Oh,
moment,
wow.
and then we'll dive into some other stuff. So I'm just going to go through all three of them. So from the great and powerful Dwight Dion, he
Oh, my
says,
boy.
yeah, this I think he was top 4 finalist somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Dwight says Brian is by far the most down to earth and authentic guy I've met through music. Just an incredible human being through and through. So that's Dwight Dion. Now we
Love
have
that guy.
Greg Neufeld. He
Oh, my.
says, he says, yo, a bunch of exclamation marks. Miss you, brother. Always admired you, my friend. Your talent is insane. This industry ain't easy, and I love your passion that you keep putting into it every damn day. Much love, my man. Much love. Greg Neufeld. And now we have Liam Styles Chang. So he says, I met Brian over 10 years ago on Canadian Idol, and I was drawn to his positive personality and his dedication to his craft. I wish I had more time to get to know him. So that's Liam.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's amazing. Well, I send love to all three of those guys. Yeah, I was able to spend more time with Greg and Dwight, and I got those two were like my best friends on the show. Those guys were amazing and incredible artists, and Liam, yeah, Liam left a little early, but he was that guy was just like a burst of energy out there, and couldn't have been a sweeter guy. So I hope he's doing well. That's awesome, man. Thank you for that. That was really nice.
You're very welcome. Last idol question. Does it feel like 15 years ago?
Yes and no. Yes and no. It's crazy that it's 15 years, but also like some days it feels like it was just like 5 years ago. Um, but also I've experienced so much, I've grown so much since then, and a lot has happened within those 15 years, right? So I get reminded by my nephew. So a lot of people don't know that the day that I won, my sister was very, very pregnant. And the day that I won, my sister walked on stage, said, Bri, I love you. Congratulations. I'm going to the hospital. And she was in labor the moment that I won Idol. A lot of people don't know this. And she went to the hospital, and the next day my nephew JT was born. So he's a constant reminder of how quickly time's going, because every time I look at JT and he's in grade 10 now, I'm like, oh my God. Like, he was born the day after I won Idol. So that's a constant reminder that we're getting older, buddy. But I love it, man. Honestly, it was such an awesome time, and I appreciate it even more now as time goes on and as I get older. Again, and the big things are like some of those guys that you mentioned. You have Greg, you have Dwight, Carly Ray, there was Matt Rapley, there was like all these people that I gotten close with. Kibwe Thomas, who was in the band, who's still one of my best friends. He's actually going to be producing my single that I wrote for my wife at the wedding. And that all those relationships came from that show. I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, that's quite the timestamp to have your nephew born
You're right.
right there. So
Yeah.
is he about 15 years older? Is my timeline way
He's
off?
15. He's
Ah,
15.
beauty.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.